And here we are back with Tell Me Why, where we have finally made it into the mother's room, and we are now going to take a look at everything we can find.
Spying through the window, drawing us while we played.
She always had her eye on us.
My entire body just shivered.
And we have something we can remember, if I can remember which key it was that I... That's the one. Let's remember this.
I just can't get through. Whatever's going on, they won't let me in. They used to tell me everything, but they shut me out, Tessa. They've shut me out. I've had so much on my plate lately, and they're convinced I'm the enemy, and I don't know why. I need them. I need my goblins.
I remember now. We heard her crying. We listened through the door.
Seeing her like this, as if she's still here,
It really sucks.
she was really coming apart those last few months, wasn't she?
Like, the thing is, I know the things she did weren't good in any way, but... Or the non-acceptance of his desires, or her desires, is obviously something that is less than ideal, but at the same time, I don't really think she
So
knows that she
standing
was
here,
doing
spying through the window, drawing us while we played.
something so
Always had
bad.
her eye on us.
My entire body just shivered.
Yeah, collectible. Do we have here? That's a
She
picture
always
of
had to have a
the
picture of
girls.
us close by.
Why this picture, though? I mean, do you see the expression on our faces?
It's hard to tell. The right one seems to be a little bit sad or upset. And the left, I can't really tell. Possibly also a bit upset.
Oh, this explains a lot.
They're mostly full. She was too stubborn to take medication.
What do we have in here? There's the
It's
diary.
here.
Yeah, I don't care. We are going to take it in just a moment. Because I don't know if the story then continues and I want to look at the other things before.
She and Tessa were best friends. Until suddenly they weren't. Wonder what happened.
Either Tessa got sick of Marianne's moods, or Marianne got sick of Tessa's judgment.
Well, both aren't the best traits, but I think we all have our
All this
negative
place
traits,
needs
right?
is a quick clean, and it'll be ready to go. If only.
Straight in the trash?
No, I bet we could sell it on the internet.
True. Maybe we could sell it to the guy who collects John Wayne Gacy's clown paintings.
I mean, you might now look at this and think, well, that's comically bad, but I don't know. It's better than anything I could do. So,
I tried to read this one. I can never figure out the order of the chapters, though.
Didn't the author go insane or something? No wonder Marianne liked it.
Timeless Sea. Is that an actual book that I can read? Although I'm not sure I would want to read a book that has chapters
Sewing
in
lessons are
weird
the absolute
orders.
worst.
She made all our clothes. I'm sure she needed the help. And I, for one, am happy I can fix a torn seam.
Well, it's certainly a useful skill. Well, I can understand everyone who doesn't want to do it. I can't, that's for sure. I'm never really interested in something like that. Alright, let's take it.
I fucking knew it.
Do you think she read it?
Of course. She was nosy as hell.
Raising your transgender child. Virtue Seekers Youth Camp. So she did try to kind of inform herself. I think it was hard for her to deal with it, so she kind of tried to find information.
Tyler,
What?
look.
Like, even though she didn't want this, like,
Where
I
did
think
you find
she
that?
It was
just...
on her desk with her papers.
Seriously? Are you fucking kidding me?
Look, we gotta be really careful not to overthink this.
But it doesn't make any sense. She was mad, right? She was mad I cut my hair. She attacked me because I cut my hair.
She was mad and she attacked you. We both saw it.
Then what is this shit?
I don't know. I don't know. Tyler, come here.
She can't do this to me. Not now. When I've finally made sense of a few things.
Well, that was your first mistake. Thinking the world made any kind of sense. "10 years in the grave, and she's still finding new ways to piss us off."
What, now you're pissed off that she actually tried to make sense of it all? I guess it was incredibly difficult for her to kind of accept that her little baby girl has kind of something that she is apparently a Christian person considered, I don't know, as a bad thing. Like, of course for him, I guess we call him a him now, right? Or for her back in the day, it was incredibly painful because obviously as a child you want to be loved and respected and accepted by your parent. And I understand that, but just straight up painting someone as evil is probably not the way to go.
Are you really, really sure? I am. Do it.
And I don't want to kind of make apologies for the mother. I just think nobody is straight up all out evil, or
Here we go.
most people aren't. Like, except that maybe she tried to accept it at some point later in her life when she was like, okay, this is a real thing. I have to kind of try to figure out how
Is it
I could maybe deal with that.
Yeah.
I think she just had no clue. It was difficult.
It looks amazing.
And that's not an apology or not
Really?
an
Yeah.
excuse for the things she apparently did.
can't
Like,
wait
you
to
can't
show Mom.
attack your child because
She's been so sad.
she
lately.
thinks
More
I
than
want to
sad. She's been scary.
cut
Yeah,
my
not
hair or
tonight,
whatever,
though.
but
It was almost like a party. Thank you, Allison. You don't have to thank me. You're my sister.
well,
feel
soon
more
it's your
like-
brother.
Like your brother. Brother, sister, we look out for each other. But I'm pretty sure I just gave you a really bad haircut. Mom? Mom?
Is that the night she died?
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry.
Mom?
Oh no. No, 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 no. This is wrong. This is all wrong. Wait! Stop!
What the hell? So I don't want to judge too early, but from the looks of it, I think she just had trouble accepting that her daughter kind of felt like a man or a boy. And then for a while, like the books kind of suggest, she tried to figure out a way to
Glad we
kind of
found
deal
your
with it.
diary.
But I think she just couldn't. I think it drove her insane,
I
and
guess she
I
was
think
trying
that's
to
what we
figure
were,
out where you were at.
were seeing
Yeah,
there.
well, she should have asked. I wasn't some goddamn research project. I was her child.
But I understand his anger. I mean, not only that she has gone insane, but also that kind of like just communicate, talk
Well,
to your
The
child,
book.
Raising your transgender
And-
child.
and accept your
Do you
child.
know
obviously.
how rare these books were in 2005? Was she trying to figure out how to support me?
It didn't work very well.
Maybe.
Which she wasn't trying. She never.
It doesn't make sense. I know. You cutting your hair was what set her off, right?
Allison, she read my diary. She already knew. It wasn't my hair. And if we were wrong about that. Fuck.
You think she read it. It's possible she never even opened the diary, and that things are exactly like we always thought they were.
But if she did and they aren't.
God, Tyler. Sure. I mean, we could have been wrong. But what good does it do to ask the question now?
You mean other than not having to live with the thought that my mom tried to kill me for being me?
Tyler, I know you want there to be something to find. Something that'll make it all make sense. But she was unhinged.
So that's it then. She was crazy. Nothing else to say.
I think we'd be better off if we tried to move on.
Why don't we talk to a few people who knew her? See if that book makes any sense to them.
People don't want to talk about Marianne. They pretend like that night never happened.
Tessa's the friend, right? Yeah, let's investigate.
What about Tessa? She was Marianne's closest friend. Let's ask her about it.
Sure. But I'll warn you, she's particularly touchy about this subject.
Well, maybe she'll talk to me. I was always her favorite.
Operative word was. But we need to go by the store anyway. To get a few things for the repairs.
Great. 2 seagulls, 1 stale hunk of bread.
I'm not sure I like that analogy.
Listen, I know you don't want to keep talking about this.
But you're obviously not going to be satisfied until we do. So let's talk.
So I don't think she has a plan, so I don't think that question makes any sense. And I think we can still talk about the house sale later on. Although I'm not sure we get the option to. I just want to know if something is wrong with her, because she seems really mad.
You've been on edge all day. Is there something more going on with you?
It's nothing.
Pretty sure it's not nothing. And I'd like us to be on the same page.
I thought we were on the same page.
Well, apparently
Sell
not.
this place as quick as possible and move on.
Did it change everything? Well, I mean, she knows it's important to us, so I don't think it's necessary to say it's important to me. I think mentioning how the book changed everything kind of makes sense, because obviously to him, he thought, okay, his mother just hated how he wanted to be, or how she wanted to be a boy. I really have to kind of, I don't know how to juggle these words correctly, like he or she, and depending on which time frame we are talking about. But I hope I don't offend anyone if I kind of misuse that or don't use it in the correct way. I'm trying my best. Anyway, I think mentioning how the book changed everything kind of makes sense, because like, he painted his mother as this evil woman, and she tried to kill him, and she didn't accept him, and she just hated that whole transgender thing. And then she tried to kill him, and, well, that's all. That's it. And now that he sees, okay, maybe there was more to it, maybe she tried to understand it, and maybe there is a bit of a different side to this whole story. I think that changed a lot for him, and I think we should reinforce that point.
And then we found the book, and things changed. You really don't get that?
It's just with the way you avoided this place for the last 3 years, I thought you wouldn't want to spend any extra time here.
Oh. So that's what this is about.
Maybe a little. Yeah. It's just... You graduated 3 years ago. And this is the first time we've seen each other in person.
I think couldn't find the time is a lame excuse. I think the actual reason was he wasn't ready to come back. Again, I couldn't find the time. It's such a lame excuse that everyone uses always in life. Like, if you really want something, you probably find the time. And if not, you either don't really want it, or in this case, I think he wasn't ready. I think it took time, and that time has come.
It's not that I didn't want to see you. I just wasn't ready to be Tyler in Delos Crossing.
I tried to visit you. I tried to go to your fireweed graduation. I wanted to bake you a crappy boxed cake and take awkwardly posed photos.
I know.
But you shut me out. All I got was non-responses and half-assed evasions.
Well, we could now say stop making it about you, but she has every reason to be upset with us. I mean, obviously we had our own set of issues, or Tyler had his own set of issues, but I mean, we asked what's wrong with her, and now she's telling it, so we shouldn't say, okay, stop making it about you, but we asked what is wrong with her, so it's kind of about her right now. So we should just explain what we were doing instead of kind of evading the discussion by saying, just stop.
Look, I didn't want to see anyone. I
Apparently
just
that
started
had an
testosterone,
effect.
And, oh god, I had the worst acne. My emotions were all over the place, and the smells. Allison, the smells. Men smell bad.
I know. I've dated a few.
Look, I needed some time to figure my shit out before I asked anyone else to try. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Oh, now we get the other ones. Okay. Well, then again, I still don't think we have a plan, but then we can just ask why rush the house sale.
So, I was thinking, do we need to be in such a rush to sell this place?
We've been over this, and we both agreed it's time for a clean break.
Yeah, but
I
things
know.
change.
Trust me, I'm not talking about staying for long. Just long enough to get some answers.
And you think this house has those answers?
Maybe not, but it's a place to start.
Well, it would be a shame if there was something to find and we tossed it out. How about we start digging without putting off the sale? And if it seems like we need more time, we'll talk about it then.
Okay.
I guess that's fair. I mean, she's right. You don't know, like, if someone is going to buy the house tomorrow, that's extremely unlikely. Like, the whole process will probably take a little bit of time, and how long do you want to dig in that house? So, makes sense. So now we ask if we have a plan, so we get to do
So,
everything
we have a
here.
plan?
Yep. We ask around about Marianne, but we also stick to our repair schedule.
If that's really what you need. Alright. Deal.
Well, I think it was a nice conversation with her. Like,
It's been a long time since I heard that name.
Was I the only one who ever called you that?
Actually, no. I used it at Fireweed for a while, until I settled on Tyler. Most people were pretty chill about the switch. Not everyone, though.
What do you mean?
I had a mentee who refused to call me Tyler. He didn't want my help. He didn't want anyone's help.
I'm sorry. I like the name Tyler, by the way.
Thanks.
I like Tyler more than Ollie. So do we have Mom and Allison argued again. At least I'm not the only one Mom is screaming at now. Yeah, that's extremely comforting, isn't it? Mom almost seemed jealous we didn't tell her what we were planning to do in the forest. Ellie thinks we should tell her about our voice. I think she knows already. I'm not sure how would you figure that out? Mom seemed really upset when I asked to join the hockey team. Like it's wrong for me to play a boys' sport. I'm going to keep asking. I will try again next week. She said no again. I'm so mad at her. Why does she always say no? Why doesn't she ever let me do what I want to do? Well, I think in retrospect we kind of figured that out at least. Allison and I started writing a story. Well, Allison did. She didn't like it when I tried to change anything. Why can't one of those goblins be a boy goblin? I think it's hard to kind of, I mean, also for little Allison, she has a sister and all of a sudden that sister is a brother. I think for a child that's also difficult to understand. So you kind of write that story and Allison obviously didn't think about it. Like for her it was her and her sister and she made 2 female goblins. I don't think she thought about it or gave it any sort of, I don't know. It was just something, you know. But for him it obviously means a lot more. That's a pretty cool drawing. What is this? Oh my. Alright. Saw Star Wars yesterday at Bobby's place. Luke was so great. But Mom found out we watched it and got so mad. She said it gloried war? Gloried. Zoom, zoom. Saturday, 5th February 2005. Would Mom be happier if I could do what she wanted me to do? When she looks at me, she just doesn't see me. I wish I could show her. I wish I could make her understand. I think she doesn't want to. Allison told me again that it was my fault Mom got angry at us. She's such a suck-up. Mom's barely said anything to us in a few days. Allie said she saw her throwing away pages from the Book of Goblins. You know, maybe they wrote pages where there were girls, boys I mean. To this, to that, I'm sick of her voice. And I'm sick of that dumb name too. I'm Ollie the Goblin. So yeah, it was Ollie at that time. Whoops, sorry. Now you can already tell by this. Was there more? Can I turn it again? I think I can. Just wanna see. You can also tell how pissed off he was, or she was, with the way it was written, with the anger it was written. And this might be some tears down there. And on the side. Alright, let's take a closer look.
Not a bad view, right?
That's an
Forgot how
amazing view.
beautiful it is.
Let's reminisce a bit.
Remember that time we tried to cross the lake after it froze over?
Oh yeah, how can I forget? Marianne lectured us for an hour.
Well, she wasn't wrong at least. It was really dangerous. If we'd fallen in, no more goblins.
We grew up on this lake. We know how to spot thin ice.
Oh, it's still dangerous.
I think I'd like to end up somewhere like this, just not here.
Somewhere with more trees than people?
Exactly.
Just go into it with a little more of a plan than Marianne did.
Could be a ranger. She did have a plan. Did she? I want to know the plan.
I think Marianne had a plan at some point. She had all that survivalist gear, mostly working generator.
I think she was making it up as she went along.
Maybe. But maybe that's just how she was at the end. After she lost it.
Possible. Oh, look at
If
us.
you squint, You could almost forget Delos Crossing's only a few miles away.
I'm sure Marianne tried to.
Can't blame her.
We're headed there for supplies later. You ready for that?
Yeah, but I was really enjoying a day without assholes.
Just a little longer, and every day will be asshole-free.
That might be
we sure?
asking a lot.
Talk, look.
Nice ring. Gift from your boyfriend?
Come on. I told you I'm not with anyone right now. Don't rub it in.
Why does it look familiar?
It was a gift from Eddie. He had them both made at the same time.
Both? Oh, wait.
Yeah. This ring is supposed to be linked to the one he gave you, in a spiritual way.
Do you believe in all that?
You mean, do I believe we could be linked in some other metaphysical way? You know, other than the one that already lets us share thoughts and memories.
Fair enough.
I mean, if you already share that, then it's probably not too much of an ask to believe in that. It's getting cloudy, by the way. It's kind of a nice touch.
Alright. I think that's enough time enjoying the view.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but
Yeah, I know. I was the one all eager to go, and then I started waxing poetic about the landscape.
go ahead. I'll catch up. Need to respond to a message.
My sister, the social butterfly.
Seems we got a trespasser.
What the fuck?
You got 5 seconds to talk me into defending my property.
Your property?
5, 4,
I'm Tyler.
don't know any Tylers. 3, 2,
Sam!
Ellie? What are you doing out here, girl?
This is our house.
Was I talking to you?
Sam, put the gun down. This is Tyler. My brother.
Are you brother? Oh, shit. Huh. I guess I heard about all that, but I never... Damn, you look like a real man.
Oh,
So
he is a
you,
man
Sam.
now.
You know what I mean. I just didn't know they could make a woman look so much like a man.
You know, let's not make this about woman and man and whatever. I'm just me, like, he's... Yeah.
You know, I'm just trying to be me. It's just who I am.
Well, I've seen a couple of lady transvestites on the TV before, but, I've never seen a dude.
Sam, that's not how you say that.
Say what? Transvestites?
Yes. It's transgender. Transgender men.
I'm sorry. It's hard to keep track out here in Delos Crossing. The world's just moving on without us.
It's fine. Let's just change the subject.
Works for me. Tyler.
Thanks, Sam. So, what are you
Is
doing
that
here
plane
exactly?
in the game,
Oh,
or is it
well, yeah.
outside?
I've been kind of keeping an eye on this place for you, you know? It's like patching the roof, checking pipes, you know, all that stuff.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, yeah, it's, that's no big deal. I just, you know, your mama, she was a special lady. She deserved much better than, you know, what you got.
Didn't you used to help Marianne with repairs and building projects?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, seeing as your mama never had a man around, I just took it on myself to help her keep this place standing.
How antiquated of you.
Thanks. I guess you two are still aiming to sell the place?
That's the plan. Which, by the way, we need your keys.
Since apparently you went and changed the locks?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But, selling your mother's house? Are you sure? Bad or good? It's all you've got left of her.
Okay, we shouldn't, like, say no one asked you. Like, don't be rude to people. This will just backfire eventually. Like, just out of the two, this is probably the more.
Not all. I'm sure the
Useful
gun she
answer.
tried to kill us with is still somewhere in there.
Tyler!
What?
What Tyler means is, a fresh start is what we both need.
Of course. This place has got to be full of all kinds of bad memories. But maybe some good ones, too?
Allie, can you hear me?
Ty, we can't do this when we're in the middle of talking to someone.
But this is pointless. He's hammered.
He's always hammered. And who knows? Maybe it'll make him chatty. Now come on. People think our family is weird enough.
Everything okay with you two?
Yes.
No.
Oh. Right.
That worked well. I want to ask him something.
How well did you know her?
Not as well as I thought. When I heard what happened that night, well, I figured people were bullshitting me.
It really surprised you, didn't it?
Much as anything ever has. Other folks say they saw it coming. Not me.
Yeah, we should go.
We should get going.
That's all you think we'll get out of him?
Okay, let's ask another question.
I guess I could ask him a few more questions.
Okay.
It's kind of weird conversation pathway
Did you help with her door?
that it leads you through.
Her door?
The puzzle on her bedroom door.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you two kept sneaking in, giving her no privacy, huh?
Is that
Solve it?
so?
Yep. Better late than never, I guess.
Never solved it myself. I mean, not that I wanted to. Guess you know all your mama's
Guy is
secrets now, huh?
hilarious.
She may have one or two left.
Well, okay, not hilarious in the sense that the guy is kind of probably fun to be around, but I don't know. Yeah, we have no more questions. Let's go.
We should get going.
And just
That's all you think we'll get out of him?
yes, we have no more questions on the menu.
He's too wasted to be of any more help.
I'll tell him to get a move on then. Well, we've got a supply run to make, and Uncle Eddie's expecting a visit. So,
Right. Yeah, of course. Get going, you two.
Sam, we all gotta get going.
Oh. Of course. Of course, yeah, I got lots to do myself. Lots of to-dos on old Sam's list. And you don't want to keep Brown waiting, you know?
Thanks for looking out for this place.
Happy to do it. Don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything. Anything at all. You hear?
See, and that's why I just wanted to be friendly towards him, because just making him mad at us, I don't think that's a good idea.
Sam?
Huh.
The keys?
Oh, yeah. Of course. Of course. Yeah, they're yours. This place, it meant a lot to your mother. It almost felt like it was a part of her, and it's like some part of her is alive here still.
Hopefully the house doesn't turn out to be a murderous psycho that tries to kill us in our sleep, huh?
Yeah. Well, take care of yourself. both of you.
That was really helpful, Tyler. Thank you.
Hey, so we really do have a lot to do.
Okay, go on. I'll be right behind you.
I wonder when this episode ends. I thought it was with a flashback to that crazy night that we had, and that ends episode 1, but apparently it doesn't. But I think this is a good point to end this video and explore the new place in the next one. So I'll just wait until the story kind of continues.
Ready to Veni Vidi Vici?
I'm ready to talk to Tessa.
Just try to keep in mind that your memory of her is 10 years out of date.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be if she reached out to me while I was in Fireweed, which she didn't. So I'm guessing this is Michael?
Alright, so we will continue at this point in the next video. Hope you enjoyed it, thank you for watching, and until then, farewell.